All right, hello. This is Homeroom with Smooth. So look, man, God, this light. Ugh, I just want a little light on me, but I don't want it to be all like in my face. Like it's a little too aggressive. Light's aggressive. All right, whatever. I'll live with this for now. No, I won't. I won't. Dang it. Kinda. Now my forehead's shiny. That's not gonna work. All right, cool. Um, wow. Okay, yeah, this is probably the best it's gonna get. Anyway, look, y'all. Look. All right, look. So I'm seeing a lot of terms misused for stocks. Like people just don't know like the terms, what they mean, what it actually amounts to, like the difference between a day trader and day trader and and just a long term and a regular investor. Long term investors, um, a Roth IRA and all this other stuff. So look, I'm gonna do this as a little series, okay? So this is number one, and I'll come back with number two and number three and number four, and basically, I want to get into what's known as. I want to get into the two most common terms right now, which is I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna edit the name of this video after the fact, because I know what I really want to call it now. I know it. I know the whole series. But anyway, so let's start with short selling, okay? Because that's been a big word, okay? And people have been a little lost in the sauce, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know. You know. You just gotta like read the terms and stuff and like figure things out. I'm not like gonna bash anyone for not knowing because I get the excitement and the hype, but this is what short selling is. Short selling is where an investor borrows a stock. Okay, so it's borrowing a stock. It's in your options. Okay, that's an option. Not buying and selling a stock on the market. So basically, you know what? I'm gonna have to take a step back. I'm gonna have to explain an option. So let me do this real quick so people understand what options are. Let's see, options. All right. Let's go. Meaning. Whoa. Meaning. All right. So listen. So options trading is the buying and selling of options. All right. Options are financial contracts that offer you the right but not the obligation to buy or sell an underlying asset when its price moves beyond a certain price within a set time period. So typically with options, you do not have those stocks on hand, right? Like I could potentially like not have enough money to buy, 100 Tesla shares, right? But I could possibly save up enough money to get an options contract on Tesla, which is quite possible. I can get one contract, singular contract. And what I do with that contract is I would basically say like, okay, I predict that by, because you have to pick up over a certain period of time, you have to pick like, I think by, like let's say April, Tesla's gonna be $1,000. That's what I say. It's gonna be $1,000. That's a call. Okay, that's a call option, right? Yeah, I believe it's a call. I believe it's a call. I'm gonna double check myself. Just so I'm not telling y'all wrong. I'm gonna double check myself right here, right quick. Uh, there we go. Investopedia. Yeah. So it'd be a call option. So the call option is where so it's the same thing as an option, right? The stock, so you have the obligation, blah 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 blah. So if it goes up in a call, like the call buyer profits when an underlying asset increases in price. That's what the call options buyer does. So when I said I think it's going to go to 1,000, cool. I think it's going to go to 1,000. I could potentially make a whole lot of money. Like that's when options get really weird because you can make a retarded amount of money. But at the same time, with an option contract, if Tesla doesn't hit 1,000, like I lose so much money. Like I'm not getting my money back. Like I experimented with it. I experimented with option. Like I put $100 into an option once, and it didn't get there all the way. And I think it went down $2, and so I had to like pay that $2. I think my $100 turned into $27 or something like that. I was like, what? I was like, man, that sucks. Oh, I took an L. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying on the contract or whatever. But I learned so much from that. I'm ready to do some more options. I'm probably gonna do it with a stock that I have called Plug, but that's another video for another time. Um, let's 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 uh, let's do this. Let's go put option. All right. So the put option on the other side of the scale is where now this is where we're gonna get into short selling. This is where we're gonna get into short selling, right? I'm gonna tie it all together and bring it back home or whatever, right? So a put option is where a financial market derivative instrument which gives the holder the right to sell an asset at a specified price by a specific date to the writer of the put. The purchase of a put option is interpreted as a negative sentiment about the future value of the underlying stock. So, what does that mean? What does that mean for you, the layman? That means so what you've seen with GameStop was people did put options because they believed that that it was going to go down. It was going to go down to a certain price. Um, and once they believed it would go down, they thought they would make a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, off it losing value. Because basically how that works is they borrowed this asset, right? And when it goes down, let's say they got 1,000 shares, right? It goes down. They bought them for $10 a share, right? Well, instead of it being $10, it's now $5 a share. Well, each share that you give back of that 1,000, you're making $5 off each share you give back. $5. So 5,000, quick math, that's $5,000 you just made. You know what I'm saying? And you actually didn't even have to put forth $5,000 worth of money. You might have bought that put option for maybe like, I don't know, like $400 or $500. $400 or $500, like maybe if that, and then you turn around and make $5,000, like that's good. That's a good ROI. But the risk is, like I was saying earlier, that bad boy go up, and which is what we see with GameStop. You lose a lot of money really fast. That's why a lot of those short sellers they did those puts, and then all of a sudden the stock was flying up. Like within the first $11 that it went up, the people that had put options and that was short selling, they lost $11 billion. $11 billion within $2 billion, excuse me, $2 billion within the first $11. $2 billion in the first $11. Like really think about that. Like Really think about that. Like that's fast. That's really fast. And you've seen like GameStop was at 20 when that happened. And when it hit 31, 32-ish, whatever, because I don't know the cent, like you lose $2 billion. And then it jumps all the way up to 400. It was over. It was over. Like it was done. Now, here's the thing. Here's what's called now. Also, at the same time that was happening, you had what was called a short squeeze. Now, I'm going to give you the technical definition of what happened because it's very important that you guys understand these terms. So here's what it is. What is a short squeeze? A short squeeze is a short squeeze occurs. I'm reading this off of Investopedia.com. Anybody can go there. Just go Investopedia.com, read some stuff. It's a great resource. It really is. Shout out to my boy Kev. He put me onto this website. Um, so what we have here is occurs when a stock or other asset jumps sharply higher, forcing traders who had bet the stock price would fall to buy it in order to forestall even greater losses. Their scramble to buy only adds to the upward pressure on the stock's price. So basically, once they start hemorrhaging like that, and they did a short squeeze and they were forcing them to buy. It was just shooting up the price like crazy, and that's why you see GameStop coming back down because the short sellers, they pretty much squeezed them all out and bled them dry. You know what I'm saying? There's two brokerages that are done. They had to borrow 2.5 billion, and that wasn't even enough to cover their losses. You know, it wasn't even enough. Ooh, I'm tired. Um, but yeah, that's what happened with GameStop, and that's short selling. So that's what short selling is. Okay, that's what short selling is. So I don't. Yeah, I was supposed to tie it back to short selling. I didn't read this definition. So short selling is a fairly simple. So yeah, I started to read it at the beginning, but I'm gonna reiterate it now. Short selling is a very simple concept. An investor borrows a stock, sells the stock, and then buys the stock back to return it to the lender. The short sellers are betting that the stock price will drop in price, which is a put. Which is a put. If you're doing short selling, you're doing puts. Like 9 out of 10, you're doing puts. It just is what it is. Now, can you do short selling as a call option? Yeah, you could. You could, but most of the time you wouldn't want to cash in that fast. You know, like doing put options, you want to cash in when you can, but doing call options, you might want to hold on to it, and see just how far you can take it. Because sometimes they be going to the moon. Uh, Goodness gracious. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. That's just gonna be it for today. That's gonna be it for today. I just wanted to quickly educate y'all on some terms. This has been homeroom is smooth. Um, like, subscribe. Um, yeah, I just got back from the gym. Like, subscribe, and comment down below if you enjoyed the information. Thank you, and have a nice day. Night. Well, day for most of y'all. Night for me.